We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Redwoods of Oakland taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and a couple. Purdy off the play fake. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Niners at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. In motion left is Watkins. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Purdy now to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here's Purdy now on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw, Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Young. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the So they bring out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Third and short yardage, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A first down throw for Young. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
It'll be Young again. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Redwoods are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a second down throw for Young. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Young on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Young's throw there complete to Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. on third down, here's Eckler. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 7. Here is Young. And this is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That is caught, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now Purdy. Got a man. It's Mayer. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, Young again. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
1st and 10, Young. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Diamador Lamore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. The extra point try now for Moody. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Running down his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And an Oakland first down.
It's Eckler again, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Young. And my goodness, another interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Young's pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On third down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for him, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive in place like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Young now. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redwoods are able to at least get 1 score back. Point after here coming up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go set. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the counter. Garrett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Garrett, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mariota going to run the option right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's to the 15. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run this one in. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Ready?
They go play action. Mariota. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, Young. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Throwing, Young.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37.
Looking to throw, Young.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Garrett. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now 2nd and 9.
They run the counter. Garrett. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Mariota.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a handoff running through the middle. There he goes, left side.
76 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a second down throw for Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Now he's loose at the 40.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Young's pass intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Okay, right? Blaster, 6. Set, go.
Throwing here, Mariota.
He finds Mayer here.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Niners 69. Redwoods 14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on second down is Young. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And the hands team does its job. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
In the fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.